and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we take you through the latest legal developments across the nation. Let's take a look at the headlines. Supreme Court continues hearing Aligarh Muslim University minority status case for the second day. Gujarat High Court dismisses former IPS Sanjiv Bhatt's appeal in 1990 custodial death case. Delhi High Court reverses decision, grants PepsiCo exclusive patent for Lay's potato variety. Attempting suicide and blaming husband is cruelty. Delhi High Court upholds divorce. Now the headlines in detail. A 7-judge bench of the Supreme Court headed by the Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and also comprising Justice Sanjiv Khanna, Justice Suryakant, Justice J.B. Pardiwala, Justice Dipankar Datta, Justice Manoj Mishra and Justice Satish Chandra Sharma continued to hear the case relating with the grant of minority status to the Aligarh Muslim University for the second day today. The court is revisiting the 2006 verdict delivered by the Allahabad High Court, which invalidated the minority status of AMU. The hearing in the matter began yesterday, with senior advocate Rajiv Dhawan opening the arguments on behalf of AMU. The bench yesterday raised a crucial question concerning whether a university established by a statute like the AMU Act of 1920 could be recognized as a minority institution under Article 30 of the Constitution of India. The proceedings also saw Justice Khanna seeking clarity on the university's status post the enactment. Mr. Dhawan urged the court to approach the matter through the constitutional lens and shed light on the fact that a significant number of deemed universities under the University Grants Commission are designated as minority institutions, despite the precedent set forth by the S. Aziz Basha verdict. The said verdict was delivered in 1967 by a 5-judge constitution bench of the Apex Court. Today, arguments were continued by senior advocate Rajiv Dhawan, who again emphasized the A. Basha judgment as being contradictory and superseded by other decisions. Mr. Dhawan told the court that the said verdict was no longer a good law. Taking the bench to the judgment in TMA Pai Foundation versus Union of India, Mr. Dhawan highlighted that the right to establish an educational institution can be regulated, but such regulated measures must ensure maintenance of academic standards, infrastructure, and prevention of maladministration, among other things. He further read from the judgment of TMA Pai that linguistic and religious minority were on the same footing as per Article 30. Further, he argued that Article 30 Clause 1 ensures protection to linguistic as well as religious minorities, thereby preserving secularism. No law, Mr. Dhawan contended, can be framed so to discriminate against such minorities with regard to the establishment and administration of educational institutions. The Gujarat High Court, in a significant move, dismissed the appeal filed by former Indian Police Service officer Sanjiv Bhatt against his conviction in a 1990 custodial death case. The convictions under Section 302, providing with the punishment of murder, Section 323, dealing with voluntarily causing hurt, and Section 506, addressing the offence of criminal intimidation under the Indian Penal Code, were granted to Bhatt along with co-accused Praveen Singh Zala, and the same were upheld by the High Court. A division bench of Justice Ashutosh Shastri and Justice Sandeep Bhatt delivered the verdict and also dismissed an appeal filed by the state government, which sought the enhancement of sentences of 5 other accused, acquitted of murder but convicted under Sections 323 and 506. The case dates back to October 1990, when Bhatt was serving as an additional superintendent of police, detained around 150 people following a communal riot in Jamjodhpur town. One of the detained man, Prabhu Das Vaishnavi, was allegedly subjected to custodial violence and succumbed to injuries in the hospital after his release. This led to accusations of custodial torture and death against Bhatt and 6 other police officials. Bhatt was arrested on September 5, 2018 in connection with another case involving the alleged false implication of a man for drug possession. The trial in the case is presently ongoing. Additionally, Bhatt has also been implicated in a case related to the alleged fabrication of evidence in connection with the 2002 Gujarat riots, alongside T. Sasi Talwar and former DGP of Gujarat, R.B. Shri Kumar. Sanjiv Bhatt was suspended from service in 2011 and terminated in 2015 by the Ministry of Home Affairs for unauthorized absence. In the custodial death case, the Jamnagar court previously sentenced 5 other policemen to 2 years of imprisonment. In a recent turn of events, the Delhi High Court has set aside a previous decision from July 2023 and sided with the multinational corporation PepsiCo, allowing the company to assert patent rights over FC5 potato variety, exclusively cultivated for its popular Lay's potato chips. In 2019, PepsiCo sued Indian farmers for cultivating the said variety in violation of their patent rights. The suit was later withdrawn, but in 2021, the Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Authority revoked its varietal registration certificate. A division bench set aside the order that upheld the revocation of the certificate and dismissed the contentions of the farmers' rights activist Kavita Kuruganthi, who argued that PepsiCo should not be granted the patent right over a seed variety of a potato. The court also ruled in favor of PepsiCo with regards to the lawsuits filed against the farmers and stated that the company was not acting against public interest with the filing of such suits, and the respondent failed to prove that such suits were vexatious or part of predatory tactics by the company. Further, the bench allowed the appeal by PepsiCo and set aside the authority's order. In a recent ruling, the Delhi High Court upheld a family court's decision to grant divorce to a man on the grounds of extreme cruelty by his wife. The bench, led by Justice Suresh Kumar Kaith and also comprising Justice Neena Bansal Krishna, observed that the wife's attempt to commit suicide and blaming the husband and his family members was an act of severe cruelty, putting the family under constant threat of false cases. The court cited Supreme Court's stance that repeated threats or attempt to commit suicide constituted cruelty. The case involved a troubled marriage from the beginning, with the wife resorting to consume mosquito repellent liquid in a suicide attempt and later claimed coercion by the husband and his family for the act. The woman alleged that she ingested the liquid due to the husband's failure to provide her with a proper diet, stating that the mosquito repellent was administered as a nutritious tonic. Though later, she accepted that her husband was at his workplace when the incident occurred. The Delhi High Court, ruling in favor of the husband and his family, emphasized that the family remained under constant threat of false cases, and this amounted to cruelty on the wife's part. The court then went on to grant divorce under Section 13(1)(1)(a) of the Hindu Marriage Act. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. And subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.